Wowee, is that a slice of beef I see here on the planet of Onderon? Hello, it's Beef Hoof. So, the audio yesterday, addressing the massive elephant in the room very briefly, was absolutely horrible. Turns out luckily it was only a USB-C cable, but the cable connecting my DAC to my PC was basically fried. It frayed down to the point of basically being unusable. So hopefully we're all good, and hopefully I sound crispy and fresh, but please do let me know if the audio doesn't sound perfect. If it sounds less than perfect, I'm not interested. Security terminal, hello there. What do you do? Well, let's have a fiddle around with this then. I didn't see, admittedly, a huge amount of useful comments in the comments section yesterday. Genuinely, 99% of them were, is the audio bad for anyone else? Hello. Who has good... something behind that wall, isn't there? Who has good computer skill?
My life is yours.
Vizasmar, if I'm not mistaken, has pretty good computer skill, right? Let's have a look here. Computer use 22. Bloody hell. Master hacker Vizasmar. She is the hacker known as 4chan. Hello. What did that say? Slice of computer. Access denied. Log out. Oh. So it's not even a case of having the hacking skill. We just simply can't do it yet. Okay, fair enough. So anyway, sorry, to quickly sum up what happened last episode. Luckily, there wasn't a huge amount because 90% of it was a conversation with HK47, who I briefly swapped out in the party so that we could encounter some droids. And then he spoke for genuinely maybe 30 minutes solid about how to kill Jedi. So, again, because I imagine a lot of you did skip over that episode. Here's what's happened then. We have made it to the merchant quarter of Isis. Getting to the royal palace and the Jedi Master you're looking for may be tricky, but Mandalore knows a doctor named Dagon Gent who can help. His office is on the far side of the quarter. Then, we've got a quest for a starport visa. There are many people in Isis who are looking for an open starport visa in order to leave the city before things get worse. If you found a visa, you might have a difficult decision of who to give it to. And then there's a quest called Matter of Leadership. This is kind of the main quest for Onderon. You've caught the attention of Anda, who is a staunch supporter of General Vaklu. She has a sensitive mission for you. The captains of the merchant quarter are very loyal to Queen Talia, so she wants them removed from command. She implied that she doesn't necessarily want them dead, just out of the picture. For each captain that you convince to step down, she pay a lot of credit. So we're in the middle of kind of the throes of a civil war. Everything's just about to bubble over. There is the General Vaklu, who's being puppeted by a mysterious... He might have a mysterious benefactor anyway, who wants to secede from the Republic, take Onderon out of the Republic. And then there's Queen Talia, who's being advised by the Jedi that we're looking for, who wants to stay firmly in the Republic. Now, and again, there was a lady, wherever she's gone, I think she's over here, right? This lady wants us to have a chat with the guard captains here and see if we can do something about it. So we could pursue that one first, and I think that probably wouldn't hurt too much. So here's one of the guard captains, this guy here, Captain Riken, or Riken.
Welcome to what must be the smelliest place in the universe, Offworlder. How can I assist you?
Wow, you really are a great welcoming committee. Why are there so many beast cages around?
Ithorians have been buying them to help rebuild Telos. I don't know why, but ever since they started, the beast riders have been crawling out of the woodworks to sell them animals. But the Republic blockade has meant long delays.
Interesting.
Because of that, beast cages are filling up the streets of Isis.
That's why it's so stinky. What's this tower?
That's an air defense tower. The city's filled with them. Isis is an ancient city, and for many generations, our main enemy was the beast riders that lived outside the city.
Towers like these were built to protect us against Drexel and their beast riders.
That's a cool bit of world building, right? Like a little bit Avatar. That's quite fun. Beast riders aren't your enemies anymore. What happened?
About 50 years ago, Princess Gallia married one of the great leaders of the beast riders, Oren Kira. That was right at the start of the Beast Wars.
Oren Kira.
By the end of it, Gallia was crowned queen, and finally there was peace between our people.
I have no idea who that is. Are you still allies?
It's hard to put aside centuries of conflict.
You see?
There's an
It's
uneasiness
all a reflection of what's
people.
happening now.
The Beast Riders are upset that General Vaklu has forbidden Drexel in Isis. Citizens usually only see the fallen Beast Riders, who are no better than thugs.
I see. What's a Drexel?
A Drexel is a flying beast. Huge creatures with teeth the size of your arms. Lethal, and skin like ferrosteel plates.
That's cool.
Somehow the Beast Riders figured out how to tame them.
I want
years
a
ago.
game set on Doxon. Set on Onderon. That would be awesome. This sounds amazing. Okay, can I ask about something else?
Certainly. Things are quiet right now. I have some time.
Now, bear in
What do
mind...
you want to talk about?
we haven't really chosen a side yet. I did instigate a kind of a bit of a riot in the streets near that statue in the background. Got a bunch of civilians killed, got a bunch of soldiers killed. We haven't really picked a side, though, other than just causing a bit of chaos. There's a lot of soldiers around.
These are troubled times. You've probably heard that General Vaklu and Queen Talia are having some disagreements.
Of course, yeah. Tell me about the troubles. If they actually called it the troubles, oh dear.
I've been warned from command to keep my opinions to myself on that. So I've learned my lesson. I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Very
Ask
wise.
around, though. There are plenty of people who'd like nothing more than to talk about it.
Right. How did you get into trouble? Oh, this is interesting. This might be... So of course, if we do want to pursue this and get these people sacked and work for the general, Mandalore wants to work with the general, thinks he's got a powerful, bit more of a powerful ally. I think if we back the general, chances are we're going to have to fight the Jedi. Obviously, the other Jedi, I said, go wait for us at the Enclave. The guy... Because, you know, I felt like he was a bit more repentant. He was a bit more upset about the Mandalorian Wars, the way things went about. But this guy might be a dickhead, or he might, too, be a bit more reasonable. So, I'm not sure if I want to take sides yet.
Stay out of trouble.
But that, I think, is the thread we can pull on there. I think the other captain's over here, right? So these are some of the people we can sell stuff to. Where is the other captain? Oh, no, he was out there. I think he was out actually at the docking bay, but I'm not sure. Let's go check out the other... Clearly, there's another sector to this city. It's not a particularly massive map, Onderon. There's this bit, there's the starport where we came in, and then there's this bit around the corner. When you go up the sky ramp, which is this bit here, and start heading up towards the palace, that's basically just all combat the whole way up. That's like the big final charge for this planet. But of course, this is kind of Onderon and Duxon rolled into the same planet, really. We don't get too many shuttles coming to ISIS anymore, especially shuttles without passengers. A good friend worked at the starport and noticed this. Raised some questions. Questions I've answered. So you are Beef Hoof, last of a dying breed, they say. Too difficult to fight alone, they say, so meet some of my new employees. The bounty on your head will make me and my men extremely wealthy. This is my lucky day. Wow, that is a lot of people, eh? Unfortunately for you, I am Beef Hoof, and you are all about to be driven absolutely fucking mad. Wow, that was a loud sound effect. Good God. And let's, hit him with a little lightning bolt. Or two. One more. Oh, what happened there? My force storm seems to have stopped being very... Seemed to have stopped being very stormy all of a sudden. God damn, that was a massacre, wasn't it? We came through that door there. Okay, we'll have a look down there in a second then. Bloody hell, that was messy. The Chani accuracy gloves, hey, that's nice. Verpine fiber undermesh. 39 credits. Mandalorian power shield. And finally, hyper-adrenal stamina. Sadly, still no Ankaran crystal. It's down here. Oh. So it's down here. There might be some treasure. Might be nothing at all, Beef Hoof. You think about that, you moron. Okay, I'm going to have a poke around. Now, I do remember there's a bit of a murder mystery which stretches this planet out a little bit. It's kind of the main... It's kind of the main story of this place. Beast Rider Thug.
A lot of credits to be made around here lately, if you have the right skills.
Uh-huh. Commoner, Beast Rider Thug.
Beasts are acting up again.
Some of those alien thugs had a go at you, right? I don't want to cross you.
I don't want to cross you. Seems like we've earned a bit of respect. There's a garbage pile, there's a dead droid, and some very, very obvious blood that's been painted on the floor there. Hello.
You a writer?
Nope.
Go back to your ship, off-worlder.
Wow.
We don't need your kind in ISIS.
Lots of racists, that's good. I like that. Salvager.
Any good finds?
Oh, so they're all just digging through the crap on the street.
He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here.
Where is he?
A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Gent is one of them.
How do you murder someone real good? It's kind of a binary thing, right? You're either dead or you're not. Well, I suppose you could kind of, like, mostly murder someone. That's very cruel, though. Mandalore, could Dagon have done this?
He's certainly capable of it, and probably stupid enough to get caught. But we need him, suspicion of murder or not.
Okay. What tower?
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market.
Ah.
Captain Riken is the man to talk to.
Our friend Captain Riken. Thanks for the information.
If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Yeah, no bother. Thank you. Thank you. You're a good friend. Appreciate that. Was there anyone else here to talk to? There was obviously that droid who was named. Commoner, Beast Rider Thug. There's probably going to be more swoop bike racing, just to warn you. 18BD.
I am 1B8D.
Sorry, 1B8D.
I have in stock a variety.
Sorry, I failed the
quality
capture.
toy
I might be a
component.
robot myself. Let's see what you have for sale. Oh, let's see if I can rewire you to be a little more helpful.
Warning. Any attempt to interfere with 1B8D's primary function will result in violence.
Vizas, are you any good at repair? You're good at computers, but that doesn't necessarily follow over, as I keep telling my grandmother printer. Okay, let's go ahead and swap Vizas out for my very creepy friend Bayador. I feel like bringing Bayador and Mandalore on the same journey together is probably going to lead to violence. How you looking? Hey, nice to see you.
I am 1B.
I am 1B8D. Let's see if I can rewrite you.
Reinitializing complete. Greetings. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Please give me components for free.
That goes against my primary behavior programming. All items must be sold based on the most favorable market conditions. 1B8D cannot haggle. This is also a part of my primary behavior matrix.
Okay. 1B8D, request access market conditions. Change all. Multiply by 0.
Market conditions all set to 0. All prices now set to base cost value.
Oh, that's good.
Do you have any interest in my goods?
That's a nice... Okay, let's see what you got for sale. That seems like a good price for it. Buy some tunnelers? Honestly, I really should. You got one in stock. Okay, well. Let's buy some spikes as well. Oops, no, I want to buy the spikes. Buy the parts. Couldn't hurt just to stock up whenever we see them. And then you sell nothing but droid crap, which I really do not want. But, I mean, if we're ever going to buy it, this is the place to buy it, eh? Okay, thank you, Beardo. You can go back to the ship. He just takes off and goes to the moon. It just blasts off. See you later, Beardo. Nice to see you. He's such a fucking weirdo, isn't he? Right, let's go to the cantina. Have a look around. Hello, my friend. How are you? Cantina bouncer. You come inside, you make no problems. You no make problem. Many problem recent. Me make short. Oh, so many problem bith hire me. So go in and drink. No fight or kill. Again, if you... I mean, if you speak in his own language, surely you could translate that to, like, fluent English. Ooh. Ooh, that's some good jizz. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. YouTube demonetized all these episodes. I don't know why I'm asking. Jizz is just the music in Star Wars. You can't demonetize me for that. Look it up. Gormo. Are you a starship captain or passenger? Please tell me if I could take a moment of your time. What do you want? I am Gormo, captain of the Twygar. I've been stuck on ISIS for over a week because some flaming scoundrel stole my visa. And now those idiot guards won't let me pass. My crew's gonna leave without me soon, and I can't afford to be docked for so long. I don't suppose you have an extra starport visa? No, I'm afraid not. Can I talk to you about Captain Solio's murder? That's a bit early. We don't know who the hell Captain Solio is. Captain Galassi. Okay. There's a lot of patrons at this bar. Some named characters. There's Kif. Kif, inform the men. I've made it with a woman. We got Thugs. Panar. Oh, look, there's a live stream of my dancing girl all the way back from Telos. Let's have a look around. Patrons. Zart. Come along, Zart. Patrons. Nico. Hello. Kimtik. Good. Traditional Klingon name there. We like that. Do you sell weapons? I have a feeling you sell weapons. Vix. Hello. You swooper. Swoop, zoom, zoom. Go much, go fun. Hi. Swoop? Yes, swoop. Swoop's fast. Yes, swoop's fast. If there's something I can help you with. Swoop's great. Vix, watch every swoop race. That's great, Vix. I'm going to stand over here now. This is a fucking weirdo. Masada. And then there's John Rafar. Share a drink to General Vaklu with me, stranger. My name is John Rafar. I'll take that drink. I'm Beef Hoof. Do you not support the struggle, Beef Hoof? Struggle? The struggle to free ourselves from the warmongering republic. The republic doesn't seem particularly warmongering. I didn't know Onderon was a conquered planet. Yeah. We joined the republic willingly, yet since that time we have suffered through many wars and privation. Sorry. We, above all, wish a sustained peace. Sounds like the republic has been bad for Onderon. 2 generations of men and women sent to fight in both wars here and the rest of the galaxy. You cannot put a price on a lost generation. The potential is gone now. What could have been? Will you help with the struggle? Help us make this Queen see reason and leave the Republic? What can I do? If you do well in the swoop race, claim your victory for General Vaklu. Many citizens watch the races from home. Races such as ourselves can make a difference in the struggle. This is kind of playing very similar to Nar Shaddaa again, isn't it? Where we've not got to, you know, basically declare for one side. Or Nar Shaddaa, it was for the exchange or against the exchange. Similar thing, huh? Now, I'm not going to speak to all these named characters yet because, of course, it sounds as if we might be doing a little murder investigation, given that we're going to be asking questions about a murder. Why don't we go ahead to General Riken, whatever his name was, and have a chat, because we need to have a chat with Dagon Gent. Oh, Lord. There's a man wearing a purple jumper around the corner. That's important. For reasons, I'm sure. Hello. Oh, and he's got some fellas behind him, too. I thought it was you, Beef Hoof. Captain of the Ebon Hawk, is it not? Imagine what the soldiers would do to you if they knew you were wandering the streets. You're a wanted criminal now. If you're threatening me, prepare to die. I'd take you alive, but I doubt I can keep a Jedi from escaping. Dead will have to do. Yeah, about that. How about insane? All I can offer you is insane. Goodbye. Very nice. That'll do it. Okay, let's spin around and hit him with the old Force Storm. God, it's so ridiculous. What an insane damage output from Beefy Hoofman. And one more. Oh, thank you, Vizas. Appreciate that. She just whirlwinded him to death. Amazing. Got everybody in the... Oh, a ceremonial bowcast. No way, I just paid for one of those for Kandaros. Oh, for God's sake. Honestly, we might as well just get rid of his... Ooh, Bounty Hunter Starport Visa. Hello. Now, it did say open Starport Visa. Krath Holy Battlesuit. Oh, my God. So I think we've got to get that sliced open somewhere or another. Maybe there's someone in the bar that can help. 2 circlets of Suresh. What is this loot you're dropping? They do sell for a bloody small fortune, if I remember, so I'm not sad about that at all. Is how much items sell for? No, certainly not. 2 circlets of Suresh, though. I want to see if I got a better weapon for Kandaros, because... sorry. Mandalore. For Mandalore. Because this is, like, fine. But I also have that... Like, do I not have that Zabrak Blaster Carbine? Yeah, that's really good. Repeating Blast Rifle would be good with a few upgrades, but this thing... I mean, really, this thing... The Bowcaster shines because of its critical. 14 to 23 plus 34. This one is 15 to 37 plus 31. It's just better. What can I say? Johnny Accuracy Gloves give Dex plus 1, Strength plus 5. Got any better Dex Gloves? Infiltrator Gloves. Yeah, I thought we picked those up. There you go, fella. Didn't really help much. Wait, did he not already have those? Am I going insane? I might be going insane. Yeah, we did already have them. Shh, you didn't see anything. Shut up. We got no good implants for him either. My good friend Vizasmar, what have you got going on right now? Ocelot's Govs that give Dex and Constitution. How are you looking? It's kind of hard to figure out how much damage you're doing with that. It's fine. It's like a good amount. 12 to... I just base it on the main hand, because the offhand, as long as his balance is going to be, like, improved with the same stats that this gets improved by, right? If this one gets better, so does this one. 12 to 36 plus 31. Dominator Gauntlets. 14 to 38 plus 31. God damn. Okay. I don't want her to keep those. I want to give the Dominator Gauntlets to someone else. Maybe to Atten Rand. Maybe to the Handmaiden. Probably the best option, right? Because she's like a very good melee character.
General, we have found them again.
General.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your...
Tobin was the one that wanted to shoot me down.
Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi
this is General
risk all
Vaklu.
this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive,
A little
General.
George Clooney?
We were warned about that, but we still
Little Sean
underestimated
Connery?
them. But the
Kinda hard to
fools are
tell.
here, in Isis.
Oh.
The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have him watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Thank you, General Vaklu. He should have been a model. He's got like the look, you know? Like a suit model. You know, like those old man suit models you see around? Ponlar, you were the guy I told to go and riot, but he's just kind of standing around. That's interesting. So if we declare our support, chances are he'll contact us and say...
You have returned!
Oh, hello, yes. So let's see your stock. He'll probably contact us and say, hey, you want to come fight for me, big man? And I'll say, yeah, I do. I think I do. I very much think I do. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I want to go back to the starport a second. So I'm going to do a little shopping here. Probably just going to be a massive waste of time, but we'll take a quick look. Let's run back over to the starport. Let's see what that guy has for sale. See if he has a gun that's fully upgradable, because it might be worth trying to track down a workbench to do it. Marga! Yes. No need of your junk to make me strong, cretin. Sorry, let me insult him. Then we'll come back for sale. Okay. Right, what rifles have you got? Upgradable scope and chain to broth that has droid disruptor, though. Battle rifles upgradable with the scope. That's not very good. That's not upgradable. That Slave Master stun carbine is so bizarre. I'm not really sure what I'd do with that. Nah, he hasn't really got anything I can work with here. Well, that's okay. I'm glad we double-checked. Sorry, I was worried it might be a waste of time. What I'm looking for over here is the other captain. Maybe the other captain's the guy in the bar. Captain Galeesi. Yeah, that guy's a port master. Okay. So, man, I do want to kind of try the General Vaklu line because I don't think I've ever done that. So let's give that a go. We got to talk to this guy either way. Hello, my good friend, Captain Riken.
Back again, Off-Worlder?
Yep.
I'm sure you have a starport visa. If I were you, I'd leave before too many more beast cages are stacked in the streets.
You really hate it here, huh? Is there a man named Dagon Gent in custody?
We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder.
Who got murdered?
Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Why, you don't mess
Dagon
around.
Kent is the only person I know with the contacts to help us out. We need to get Dagon out of custody.
How long's he going to be questioned?
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him.
Well, I don't give a shit what the Colonel thinks. I want to know what justice thinks, goddamn you, Riken. How can I eliminate him as a suspect?
I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her.
Right.
If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble.
Speaking of cutting him loose, can I ask about something else?
What else do you want to know about?
I wanted to ask you about your political beliefs.
These are troubled.
Now, by the way, we've already been through this conversation. Tell me about the troubles, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you tell me what you really think?
Yes, tell them what you really think, Riken.
I don't think so. I know you'd like nothing better than getting me drummed out of the military, but I'm not gonna say a word.
The urge to speak your mind must be overpowering. Say what you really mean. Now, bear in mind, Crow would not approve of that. But I think with Vizas and Mandalore both would. Here, I'm going to hit him with the regular Persuade. The power of Beef Hoof is more valuable than the power of the Force.
It's not that simple.
Oh my god, we failed a Persuade check.
Soldiers are guardians. We protect people. But if they get too political, then it enters dangerous territory. It can even lead to a coup d'etat.
Are you implying something, Riken?
The only thing I'm implying is that it's my duty as a soldier to keep politics at home. On the job, I respect the rank and the chain of command.
Oh. Not all orders should be followed. Not all people should be respected. What of your moral responsibilities? You hide behind your shaky rationales built of fear and weakness. You don't have the strength to live by your beliefs. That's very manipulative. I like that.
Strength?
Boom.
It's
Success.
Not about strength. The military is being corrupted by the general. If those faithful to the Queen don't steer clear of Vaklu's cap-hound...
That's enough! You may be the Queen's pawn, Riken, but you will not rail against a brilliant general like Vaklu.
Can't you see it? He's slick with words, but Vaklu's inner circle are responsible for dark deeds. Anyone that speaks out against him is labeled a rebel spy. You
Take him
think
away.
the Republic needs a few hundred spies in ISIS? Most spies are picked up in raids and never heard from again. It's just wrong.
I will see you are relieved of your command for this. Your mouth just ended your career. No matter how distinguished your war record is, it is over.
I don't know how much more help I'll be. Won't be in the military too much longer.
Such suggestions are only effective on the weak-willed.
What? Why did... So is that to imply that Vizas approves of what we did? That was very neutral. Such suggestions are only effective on the weak-willed. Maybe she would have preferred it if we'd have just used the Force. That seems to be what I don't know. I guess that's what I'm inferring from that. So the suggestions, like, she sounded very disapproving, but we didn't lose influence. Okay, well look, there's one captain down, but we can still speak to him. He's still, look, he's still on the clock. He's still getting paid right now, so he's still our contact, I suppose. Let's have a chat. So we've got another general there. Sorry, another captain there, I think. And
you're back to visit me.
Hello.
I've heard the news. One captain has been removed.
Oh.
2 to go.
2 to
Here
go.
are the credits we talked about.
Oh.
There's twice as much waiting for you if you do what is being asked.
That's right. 2 times 1 is twice as much. My God. Tell me about the captains.
There's Galisi at the starport.
Galisi at the starport.
Lycan commands from the turret tower. And Bastuco guards the entrance
Galisi
to the Skyramp.
isn't at the starport, though. Galisi is in the fucking cantina, because we saw him, right? So we've got this fella as well. Captain Botsuko. Hello.
The sky ramp is restricted to military personnel only.
Uh-huh.
Stay clear of here, off-worlder.
Thank you, Charles Dance. Who are you?
I am Captain Bastuco. I have served loyally in the Onderon military for 20 years.
20 years would mean you were here during the Mandalorian Wars, right?
I was a soldier
Candaros,
when the
don't
Mandalorians
stop.
took our world, and I fought in the Resistance. When we drove them from Onderon, I served on the Wall for 10 years after.
You mean after the Jedi drove the Mandalorians from Onderon? The Mandalorians never gave ground to any Onderon soldier.
Such a view could be considered treason. Onderon was responsible for much of the fighting during the last days of the war. Without General Vaklu, the Republic would have fallen.
Now, bear in mind, Candaros was the one that suggested we side with General Vaklu. Clearly, he's got a bit of a bias. But, what do you think of General Vaklu?
General Vaklu is my superior officer, and I respect the chain of command.
Not the first time I've heard that
Resistance
today.
alive when the Mandalorians were destroying our world.
Could you tell me about the Wall?
The Wall is the barrier between Isis and the Onderon wilderness. For hundreds of years, we kept the city free of beasts and beast rider scum. The greatest honor for an officer is to serve on the Wall. Many aspire to the post, but few are worthy of it.
Gotta keep out the White Walkers. Why aren't you on the Wall anymore?
I was requested to guard the sky ramp in the merchant quarter.
You don't sound too pleased about your post.
My personal feelings on the matter are irrelevant. I received an order, and I carried
Good
it
response. Tell me your feelings. I'm gonna use Force Plus 1 on this one. See how Vizas responds.
I feel a little lightheaded. Let me tell you what I feel. I have many good years of service left in me. I feel like I'm being set aside. They said they needed their best men here. But Skyramp duty has always been relegated to fresh officers.
There's a civil war. The attack will come from inside the city. Guarding the Skyramps will be very important. Or, if you're all that unhappy, you should request to be reassigned to the Wall.
I couldn't do that. I heard the reassignments came from the Queen herself.
Force Persuade. You should request reassignment immediately.
I will request reassignment immediately. Troops, man the checkpoint without me. I must leave at once.
Holy shit.
Mines can all...
Oh. Well, I don't know what Vizas was saying, but we got interrupted by that animation of those people saluting. She said, minds can be altered, and then I wasn't able to read it fast enough because I'm not a magical machine man with magical eyes. Something that reads things fast. LeVar Burton. Right, let's get to... I meant that because he was on Reading Rainbow. Not that he's a magical machine man with magical eyes, but he was a magical machine man. Well, he had magical machine eyes in Star Trek. So, I mean, that worked either way. Wow. Let's go to the cantina. Maybe for a cup of Juma juice. Wow. Right. Captain, what was your name? Galisi? Hello.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi.
Yeah.
I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter.
You are,
if
are
you're
you?
here for Juma juice, it's not that good.
Shit,
but
that's
at least it's
exactly
cheap.
what I came
I don't
for.
think Bith have the same sense of taste we do.
You seem tired.
Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job.
What's so tough about it?
We stand at the checkpoints all day long.
should sleep
It's hot out
for
there, and my
days.
feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge, and everybody's problems are mine.
Just give
so
up.
I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. Let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories
Force
out there.
Persuade. Just give up. Tell me about Sulio.
She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now.
Oh. You didn't want a job. Okay. You've always got to assess who stands to benefit from somebody being murdered. Not even who stands to benefit, but where the ripples will go. Where the chips will land. And it just so happens this man landed very much on his feet upwards. And what he says might actually betray what he means. What do you know about the murder?
The same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it. But someone's got to take the blame.
Yeah.
I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient, and they don't want to find the real murderer.
You sound nervous.
Sulio was murdered. Maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid.
Reasonable,
I have
I
a
suppose.
wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here.
Sounds like a good idea. You need to think of your family first.
I really am torn.
We failed.
There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay.
We can force persuade. You should leave quickly. If you don't persuade threat. Oh, I think Kandaros, Mandalore, and Vizas would like that.
So the rumors are true. If you're working with who I think you are, I'll leave. Right now. Just don't hurt my family. I promise. I won't tell anyone. I'll be on the first shuttle out. I'll be going.
We got some dark side points, if nothing else. They actually didn't seem to give a shit. Mandalore's probably thinking, God damn, this guy's a monster. He's a monster. Waitress.
What do you want?
Jumaduce. Oh, no, sorry. Do you know anything about Captain Sulio's murder?
Not really. I just started here. I have to get back to work.
You sound like, kids' TV show character? Who do you sound like?
What did he order? I'll just guess.
Like a Rugrat, maybe? Kif! You're not water, right? My name is Kif. Kif? Nice to see a friendly face. Ice has been a hostile place for our kind recently. I need to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder. Don't go with the cold open. Just hit him hard and fast. Catch him off balance. I had the misfortune of being here that night. It's very inconvenient. Soldiers were asking me some very pointed questions, which is a no-no in my line of business. What is your line of business? Are you a star visa hacker? I can tell you're no fan of the authority either. Let me be share. Let me share. Most call me a slicer, but I think that sounds too crass. I prefer to think of myself as an expert computer security analyst. Jesus, you should start LinkedIn. I am the only one in the city who's talented enough to make open starport visas from personal visas. I was in the middle of a transaction that night. What do you want to know? Is there any reason Dagon Gent would kill Sulio? Look at her spine. You need to fucking start standing up straight. Good God. Get down Skechers, buy yourself some good shoes. That's not sponsored. I normally try and leave the cantina before more serious drinkers arrive. That night I was very near Dagon and Sulio. Dagon was attempting what I assume was a mating advance. May not be human, but even I could tell his advances were particularly unwanted. Sulio then started swearing at him. Many of the words I've never heard, but the ones I understand, I assure you, are most impolite. Humiliation on that scale is a real motive for a passionate and deadly response. I told the soldiers as much. How did you know him? I recognize him, but that's about it. He doesn't have the qualities I look for in friendship. I'll ask about something else. A friend of a friend told me you're the guy she talked about adjusting visas. It was him. 2 minutes ago, Beef. You're not very subtle. So you have a personalized visa, you need to make an open one. It's a tricky process, but after many failures, I mastered it. It'll cost you 500 credits. Boom. No. How do I know it'll work? If I sold defective visas, my livelihood and my life would be in jeopardy. Any open star visa I make will sustain scrutiny. He's got a fair point. I mean, if they haven't got the open visa, they can't leave, so they're probably just going to come right back to him and kick his little tentacles off. Sorry, I don't mean that like little tentacles. Sorry. Here's 500 credits. Let me have the visa. This will take a while. Now, bear in mind we've got the bounty hunter one. I wonder if we can hack our own. It's done. Here's your starport visa. Quite a pleasure doing business with you. Interesting. Item lost. Item gained. Sliced open starport visa. Well, that's good. I wonder if we can slice open our own. I'm kind of curious. Whoa, good lord. What do you know of the city? Oh, perilous times they're facing. I've lived here for several years. I may be leaving soon. Don't worry. I don't need the starport visa. There are plenty of people begging for those. See you later. Right. So Kif seems to think that Dagon was making a move on Sulio. And she rejected him. And he murdered her out of revenge. Let's have a chat with...
You can't be the one that fought all those bounty hunters. Only some sort of crazed Wookiee could pull that off.
You can't be the one. Yeah. Okay, anyway, let's have a chat with Panar.
This room is reserved, Off-Worlder.
I'm going to fist fight you. You're a swoop racer, aren't you?
I suggest you leave the room, Off-Worlder. I've got all the fans I need right here. So go space yourself.
What did he just tell me to do?
This room is
reserved.
reserved.
Space these nuts. I want to talk to you about the murder.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance.
Well, listen, I'm not here to judge you, Mr. Hands. I just want to know about Dagon Gent.
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bakel's turf.
Who the fucking hell's Bakel?
She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
I'm going to fist fight her. I'll see you later. Right. So we've got a name, Bakel. Oh, here's a lady. Sakari.
There's got to be something you need. Something you want.
Ooh.
I have connections.
Ooh.
Many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere.
Madam.
I even have a rare lightsaber crystal. Something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa.
Well, you are speaking my language. Lightsaber crystal, what does it do?
Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars.
It's a Keone?
A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal.
Quixoni?
Incredibly rare.
Like Don Quixote.
The crystals were warmed by a dying sun millennia ago.
Oh.
Only a handful were obtained before the sun went nova. Their power is rumored to be great.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal.
Easy sale. I have a starport visa right here.
I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it.
Great. Give me the crystal. So let's trade.
So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick.
Why do you speak like Alexa? Oh shit, I shouldn't have said that. Oh fuck. Don't worry. I'm fine. Thank you. How are you? Right. I'm interested in the lightsaber crystal. She's talking about something. It's okay. Just ignore her. I'm interested in the lightsaber crystal.
Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
Okay. Whoa. We got dark side points for that. Because I guess the point was we didn't give it to somebody in need. We did it for our own greed. That's reasonable. Crystal. Quixoni. Damage +5. Regenerate force points +1. Can only be used by a dark Jedi. They are exceedingly rare and also quite powerful. I like that. It would lower our wisdom if we swap it out for something else, but that's like pretty sick. Or we give it to like Handmaiden, Atten, Viz Asmar, presuming we've got any influence over her, which we don't. I'm actually kind of surprised. Mandalore's looking pretty evil. Damn, we still need to drag ourselves down a bit. I cannot believe how many lightsaber points we picked up a couple of episodes back. That's kind of crazy. Okay, hello.
Are you satisfied with your payment for the visa?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I actually wanted to just buy your weapons, but that's fine. I was wanting to talk to you about Captain Suleo's murder.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on.
She really does sound like a computer voice, doesn't she? What are they questioning you about?
Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects. Sort of comes with the territory.
Being an
That's all
arms
I'm going to
dealer?
say.
Okay, see you later. Okay. Well, I mean, depending on how bad a Dr. Dagon Gant was, he could be an arms dealer too, if you know what I'm saying. Hey. Zart.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with
It's Balgruff again.
You're a Jedi, right?
I am. You look familiar too. Sure.
I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war.
Uh-huh.
We didn't win that battle.
Yeah, I can tell. I remember Daggery Minor.
Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic?
Do I look like I serve the Republic? Not directly anymore, but I try and lend a hand when I'm able. Jedi don't really serve the Republic, or I'm out for myself now. The Republic is no concern to me.
A pity. The Republic needs every capable person they can get. If you'll excuse me.
He won't even talk to me.
If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
I'm not. I'm not excusing you. You are not excused. Patron. Nico.
Nice to meet you, Sentient. Are you interested in a friendly game of Pazak? The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you?
He's coming on to me? He gives me big tingle energy. Like, tingle as in like, Korimba? You know, like that tingle. I want to talk about Captain Suleo's murder there, not tingle.
Foul business, that is.
Yep.
Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Someone's saying that Suleo deeply humiliated Dagon that night and she was murdered. That's a very good motive.
She did? Oh no, by the 4 moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Suleo were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sullia was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks.
Yeah, that's a fucking size
It may
blessing,
look
mate.
strange on the outside,
Bloody hell.
but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy.
Well, no, of course
They're very
not.
obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
Okay. What happened on the night of the murder?
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Salio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise.
Is that a hint that he got her name wrong, or just bad directing?
Across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there.
Uh-huh.
The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Salio was our friend.
Right. Where did you find the body?
Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Okay. Tell me how you know Dagon. We asked him that?
Know him?
Oh,
He's
okay.
probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good
we'd already
doctor.
asked him. That's my bad.
But he is a great drinking companion.
So he is. I'd like to ask you something else.
I'd much rather talk about something else.
Uh-huh. Pazak. No. Bye. Interesting. Okay, so we got two things to pull on there. Obviously, obviously the guard said they're not going to release him unless we find the murderer, right? So that's not, it's not particularly helpful. Kimtik. Come to watch the races, have you? I'm called Kimtik. I own this fine establishment. If there's anything I can do to make your visit here more pleasurable, please don't hesitate to call me. Can I talk with you about Captain Sulio's murder? That is a foul bit of business there. I was not here when it happened. I talked with the soldiers in charge of the investigation. 4 of our regulars talked with them. Bahima, Nico, Panar, and Kif. You should talk with them. I doubt anyone else will know more about this distasteful subject. Thank you. Right. We've spoken to a lot of those people, haven't we? Who was the other one? Nemar? I think we haven't spoken to. Masada. Bahima. I think it was this one. Well, I'll have a chat with them anyway. John Rafar. No, she's the one asking us if we want to commit ourselves to a political cause. Masada? What are you looking at, Smooth? Sorry. What are you looking at, Smooth Skin? You a swoop racer? I don't do auto prints. Go away. Look, I just want some information. Do I look like an information terminal to you? Okay. You look like a pile of tuber-eating space debris. Keep that up and someone will take care of you permanently. But if racers are caught misbehaving, we lose our racing privileges. We'll settle this on the track, Smooth Skin. I hope no one leaves anything volatile on the track. Really shouldn't do that when I've got a sore throat. Or I should, because that's like, well, it's going to be the most authentic. Bahima. I am Bahima, first-class bartender of this magnificent cantina. I hesitate to mention, but my people have marvelous ointments for your skin condition. We can make you look like a human in your prime again. It's just an offer. Oh, because we're hideous, I know. Do you know where I can find an extra starport visa? Popular question during this month's cycle. I would tell you what I tell everyone. Open star visas are rarer than Volbert crystals. Only the very rich, very powerful, and very connected could get them, and no one will give them up lightly. Be thankful you have a visa of your own. Many here are not that fortunate. Hey, tell me about Captain Sulio's murder. The incident brought me much distress. An unhappy thing this is, and bad for a flow of commerce. What is your interest in this situation, Sentient? This guy's like very verbose compared to the other fellow who's like, oh, no cause trouble. An acquaintance of mine, Dagon Gent, is being questioned by the military, and I'd like to get him free. As would I. I prize my loyal customers, and he is most regular. Let me structure my memories and recall the night. Ask your questions. Do you know Dagon Gent? I know him very well. Many sentinels look towards bartenders for advice. On my world, they are also sought for spiritual advice. This is trust I try and honor. Like he's like Quark. I'd like to ask about something else. That's it. Wow, I can't ask him anything else about the murder whatsoever. I guess because we've already pulled on the right threads. Okay. Probably a good idea to go check out the crime scene. Absolutely. You gave your visa to a smuggler named Sakuri. Others might suffer because of your decision, but you were well paid. There are still many others looking for a visa. Eliminated 3 royalist captains from their posts. You should report yourselves back to Anda. Okay. I don't think there's anyone else to talk to, is there? I think we've had a chat with everyone. And Kif. Have I spoken to Gormo? What did Gormo want again? Oh, he wanted a visa. That's right, so we could get off the planet and get back with his crew. I remember. Okay, let's investigate the crime scene. What are we looking for, then? I cannot believe that this person's been murdered and there's an enormous patch of blood out here. Right, broken droid. Let's have a look at that. This is the remains of a serving droid, still clutching its serving tray. It's been heavily scavenged. The head is missing.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
Interesting. Okay. And then we've got a pool of blood that we can't do anything with. Garbage pile? Looks like some of it comes from the local cantina. Okay. Well, someone needs to get them done on fly tipping. I imagine this robot's going to be relevant then. Back we go. Sorry, I haven't been flourishing the lightsaber very much this series, have I? I feel like Beef's a little bit cooler than Grandpa crap. Okay, what are we looking for then, huh? Should I have a chat with a bartender? Hey, we lost a serving droid? Seems like a... What about Quimtic? Hello. You're back again. I want to talk about Captain Suleo's murder. Nothing. Okay, just everything is per usual. Bahima. Can talk about Captain Suleo's murder. Found a broken serving droid by the murder scene. That would be SOD3, the third serving droid I've had this month. I hired a human to do the job. She's not very good, but at least she won't be stolen or destroyed as easily. Keeps happening to your serving droids. Recently, this area has become more dangerous. Vandalism and robbery is sadly common. My droids keep being stolen. SOD3 went missing the night Captain Suleo was murdered. Why didn't you mention this before? I know it interests you. We found near the body. I'm given to understand. Nico would know more about that. Let's watch something else. That's it. Okay. See you later. Oh, Nico. Get out of the way, Kandaros. I mean, Mandalore. Nico.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for bazaar.
Jesus Christ. You're going to have to buy me a drink first. I'd like to talk to you about Captain Suleo's murder.
Foul business, that is.
Found a broken serving droid by the murder scene.
That would be Bahima's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering.
Right. What happened to it?
Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3.
Right. Who scavenged the droid? Because they've got its head.
No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
Will you stick to what her name is pronounced like? Okay. So someone stripped the droid's head.
If you'll excuse me.
Zard won't talk to me.
Are you satisfied?
Sakuri? She wanted to talk about Captain Suleo's murder? What are they questioning you about?
Let's just say...
Yeah, okay, she's a smuggler. We could have a chat with...
This room...
Panar? Captain Suleo's murder. Found a broken serving droid by the murder scene.
Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were.
Wow, you're a terrible piece of shit. Any idea which scavenger got to his droid?
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though.
Would it be the droid outside?
That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There is a droid vendor called 1B8D.
Shocker.
That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite...
They just have like given, like the whole Star Wars universe is just like, yeah, racism's a thing. You just gotta live with it. Like everybody's just so blatantly, openly racist. Gamorreans are dumb and these people are sneaky and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you've just given up as a society, haven't you? That's fair. It's not very Star Trek where everyone lives in harmony and peace and it's all butterfly and roses. 1B8Ds.
Greetings, Master. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Hello, robot. I need to see if you have any parts for sale from Bahima's droids.
Entity Bahima unknown. I have many serving droid parts.
I want to buy the parts.
The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits.
Outrageous. I'll take my business elsewhere. Okay, I'll give you 25
for your
credits.
Business.
Thank you.
Kif in the cantina can probably...
Oh, for freak's sake. Now we're going to go back to freaking Kif. Kif, examine my droid. Let's run. Beef. Pick up some speed. Hello? Surely that bouncer saw something. Or wasn't he recently hired? Isn't that what he said after the murder? Right, so I guess he wouldn't have seen anything. Okay, fair enough. Kif, Robo-Slicer. Hello. I want to talk to you about the murder. I have the remains of SOD3. Can you get any information from it? Well, let me see. You've got the head. That's where his memory core is. Give me a minute or two. You have 30 seconds. That should do it. Let's take a look at his last feed. Oh, the robot found the body.
What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
And then someone blasted him. Oh, one of the Beast Riders. There you go. This recording proves the killer came from the marketplace. I'm going to show this to Nico. Thank you. And then we run back over to Nico. Nico! I don't care about your warm deck.
Welcome back.
No, I want to talk to you about the murder. I want to show you the last transmission.
If it'll help Dagon, you got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Oh. Using Solum. Oh. No, it crashed. Oh. Well, thanks for watching. I'll catch us back up, because I imagine none of that saved, and we will pick up with that, and hopefully that's not the end of the series, because it hasn't crashed before. Oh dear. Well, see you all then.